Welcome in, everyone. Hey, Melee, thanks for redeeming first. How's your day? We'll see how we do. I still have a cough, but like I'm like better, but I'm not sure why it's like still coughing. So we got well, we have other stuff unlocking in 6 hours. So we're gonna do her story first, since we still have 11 days. And if we do have extra time, we might just do some extra graffiti stuff, which is part of this thing. Alright, so this is like the ornament. Inside the pneuma can, covered in a layer of dust, are stories buried in the depth of time. Mischief. Part 1. Mischief. A small coin goes unnoticed as countless figures pass by with joy. Life inside the suitcase is tranquil and harmonious. Most of the time. It's a beautiful day, and the sun is shining off the surface of the lake, making it sparkle. It's an ideal day for boating, reading, napping, and causing mischief. My script is drenched. Another metallic hue raindrop splashes near the lady's feet. My, what a big splash. Is there a Uncle Polga living here? But Verton certainly never introduced us to it. Perhaps it's weeping out of mere shyness, like Mr. Wet Eyes. Ogo Pogo? Isn't that some kind of fiend from those old legends?
I don't think so.
Let's not speculate, Miss Sutherby. It's probably just a large fish that happened to be fond of spraying water. Let's continue discussing the script. The droplet continues to fall, creating sharp and distant sounds. But we're not even close to the lake.
I see.
Oh, you're right. What's this on the ground, then? A coin? Charles raises her hand. What meets her gaze is neither a Ogo Pogo nor some water-spraying fish. Coins! Good heavens, there are so many coins here. Almost as many as there are in the father's 385th vault. Wait, yeah. Now you're exaggerating. There aren't that many coins. Only enough to buy a small piece of farmland.
What's wrong?
Eh? Oh, farmland, eh? Could I use it to grow creeping tall grass? The ladies' curious chatter continues. Their topics meanders like a river. They seem to have entirely forgotten about the initial coin that caused the splash.
So boring.
I'm almost out of coins. When will they finally notice me? She frowns and gives her clay pot a good thump. Alright, maybe this place isn't so bad. No boring explorers, no pesky noisy fools making wishes. No more people believing all fountain grants wishes. No more listening to the mumbling of old faces every day as people try to toss coins into my pots. I'm free. Now I can play tricks on whoever I want. But The ladies nearby remained oblivious to LaSource's murmuring, returning to their discussion on the script. They don't seem bothered at all by a few mere splashes. LaSource pots lies on the grass nearby, a gentle trickle of water flowing quietly from it. What a pair of bores. Only few in the world can truly entertain LaSource, but thankfully, Veritatum has all kinds of strange friends. Thanks for the dirty stream streak, Millie. Grasses, cupcakes, balloons. Yes, more balloons. Let's make a perfect party. This blanket here looks just right for a nap. Baby Blue yawns and settles down in a luscious part of the grass. Careful the bramble, Baby Blue. I sincerely suggest you spare the time to watch my new TV series, Wilderness Survival. I'm not saying this for my ratings. Their discussion falls clearly in LaSource's ear. Haha, fresh meat for my next big prank. What to do? Fling coins at them? Create an air geyser? Or maybe just dunk water on their heads? No. That's all been done before. Where's the creativity? And if they can't figure out who's pulling the pranks, then... She glances at the solitary overturned pots. She catches a spark of inspiration. I know. I can't always hide in the shadows, so I should just let them know who's pranking them. Ahem. Such a conduct befitting of a well-bred spring elfin. LaSource moves stealthily towards her target. She approaches step by step until even the faintest gasp can be heard. So Wonderland isn't just some made-up believe world from a children's book. It's real. The people need to know about this. I appreciate your canon, Baby Blue. This is all very valuable stuff. Onions, engrossed in her note-taking, remains oblivious to the approaching prankster. Hello there. The group turns around. The two across from her moves closer, curious on their faces. The source's leg trembles slightly as he steps back. Great, I scared them. But what's next? Oh, that's it. I'll pull a prank that leaves them all stunned. I'm the spring elfin, LaSource. Got any wishes you wish to come true? She stands with her hands on her hip and her head held high. What am I talking about? I hate granting wishes. Oh, but if they make a wish first, then I have a reason to prank them, just like all those other unlucky wish makers. Alright, that's the plan. That's what I'll do. Yes, tell me your wishes. And you better be excited. You're about to be part of the greatest prank ever. Hello there. Come, sit on this blanket. You can take the middle. There's a comfy pillow for you. She leads LaSource by the hand, guiding her to a leafy branch. This unexpected warmth catches the pranksters off guard. She involuntarily clenches her toes. Hey, new kid. Are you here for the party? What about a balloon? Huh? I was going to ask if you had any wishes. Here, have a balloon. We have lots and lots of them. Hold on to it tight and don't let it pop or the insides will bang, fly out of everywhere. Just like that thing over there. Balloon Party points to the lonely pot in the grass. In Wonderland, we have a golden fountain of honey and syrup. This pot seems different though. Perhaps it's filled with cream and shaved ice. Let's try it. She moves slightly towards the pot, the reported words closely closing behind. Maybe we should do a deep dive interview about this. By the way, Miss Baby Blue, you didn't mention this in your previous interview. Please tell us more about...
Nope, no way.
Nope, that's my pot. The source runs over, sweeps the pot in her arms, and clings it tightly. Balloon Party watches on with excitement.
Okay.
Oh, a pot. Perfect for keeping balloons in. We should get little pots to give to everyone. One that are very colorful and change the sizes and go bubble bubble bubble. This conversation is too bizarre for those sources to handle. I need to change the water in the pot. Be right back. Okay, that's too bad. See you soon, friend. Alright. So part 2. Omnipotent Paradox. A portable computer. Plaid patterns. Some people you should always show respect for. Bare feet scamper across the lake, across the wilderness, and finally to come to rest in a more peaceful place. Balloons, brambles, blankets, they all vanish from sight, and a proud little chest rises once again. Phew, finally got away. What were they even talking about? I couldn't make head or tails of it. I thought I was supposed to be the one pranking them, not the other way around. The sources rackets her brain, looking for a logical explanation. I know, they're just too young. Ah yes, kids talk is always puzzling, but that's how it is. Isn't she a kid? But but a spring elfin pranks should have a higher goal. She shakes off the confusion and looks around with fresh interest. The corridor is full of life. Spirits drift here and there. Lily bounces. Poet scurries away, and birds dart through the air. Clearly, these are not the targets for a good prank. A passing girl catches her attention. Who's that? She looks she looks pretty normal. No weird critters or birds tagging along, either. She's just holding a regular old box. Now that's someone ripe for a prank. She clenches her fists, ready to go. Alright, the source. Now's the time to pull a prank that will amaze everyone. John Tither is still lost in thought, oblivious to the honor that she has just been graced with. A mist grows, and the enigmatic spring elfin appears in the haze. Hello there, lucky lady. The magnificent spring elfin will now fulfill your wish. Embrace your fate with gratitude. Tell me. 486F776D61 6E7977697 368 6573. Her opening speech is cut short.
Huh?
Sorry, what? 416 E7963 F 6 E646974696 F 6 E73. There ain't quite the reaction she was hoping for. You're not even a little excited? This is a one-of-a-lifetime opportunity. 5768657265 6973796 F7 5726C 6 F6 76963. Anyone know make any sense for anyone? You. Anybody help? The mist quickly fades, yet another blow for Lasource. Unfortunately, within the suitcase, there is always someone willing to help, be they human or machine. Are you alright, Miss Lasource? Miss Tither is asking how many wishes you grant and if they have any conditions on them. Like, what? How do you figure that out?
Huh?
A radio? 4869. Pardon my interruption, Miss Tither. Miss Source, I was choosing which music to play today, and I couldn't help but overhear your conversation.
Thanks.
It's so nice to hear machine language. It makes me feel at home. Thank you, Miss John Tither. Miss Radio bends her antenna in John Tither's direction. Machine language? She has no idea what they're talking about. Don't worry, Miss Lasource. I can translate for you. It's my job to create connections between our friends in the suitcase, after all. Miss Taylor is curious about how many wishes you'll grant for her and what the condition might be. The source sighs in relief. Things are getting back on track. She can still pull off the prank. And talk about greedy. Regardless, the Great Spring Elfin will answer you. I shall grant you 3 wishes with no condition. John Titter nods, moving closer to Miss Radio's dials. He whispers the series of numbers, and Miss Radio's antenna flashes in response. Got it. Miss Titter's first wish is for you to do the opposite of her second wish. Her second wish is for you to not grant the third wish.
Huh?
What? Her third wish is to ignore her first wish. Do the opposite of the second. Don't do the third. Ignore the first. Steam starts to rise from the source's head. What kind of messed up wish are these? They're all impossible to fulfill, aren't they? No, then my prank, my wish, won't come true. John Taylor smiles. 4F666 36F75727365 6E6F74 596F7561 72656 E6F7 461 7769 73686 96 E7 E67 E5EC66. Hold on, what are you saying? John Tender walks away, leaving the source confusion far behind. Hey, Miss Radio, what's she trying to say? Her roles as a translator and her duty to uphold friendship collides. The mist surrounding the sources grow denser as tears well in her eyes. Oh, please don't cry, Miss LaSource. It's not good for either of us. I'm more than willing to translate for you. The mist stabilizes. Miss LaSource, you're not a grant-wishing elfin. Of course you can't grant wishes. What? The mist grows warm, as if the hall has become a hot spring. That's not fair. How could I not be able to grant wishes? I can't grant them. I just want to. I just don't want to. Why should everyone keep getting something for nothing? I'll show them what a spring elfin is really capable of. Wonder if she's ever gonna get her prank out. Spring Elfin, Part 3. We offer our praise to the Spring Elfin, singing in her honor. Bunny sits tensely in her chair. The smell of food on her plate has hooked her senses. No, Mama don't like chubby girls. Gotta control myself. But seriously, how cool do you have to be to show me this flyer? Free all can eat honey and chocolate parfaits all day at the club. Starting now. She lets out a groan as she balls up the flyer and throws it. It's a flyer that's teasing. Free all you can eat chocolate parfait? Starting now. It flies through the air, passing lamps and windowsills, before landing perfectly inside a small clay pot. The pot starts to overfill with water. A small head peeks out from the mist. Achoo! Who's making wishes on the sly again? Seeking with anger, her head wobbles unhappily.
What?
Whoa, Miss LaSource! Why are you squatting down there for? Her softness of tone eases LaSource's anger. Oh, don't worry, I'm not angry. She raises her eyebrow, struck by the more pressing thought. You look troubled. You must have something on your mind. Me? Bunny hesitantly touches her belly. Is it that obvious? Having grabbed the upper hand for the first time in a while, the source clenches her fist, clearly determined to take the chance to prove herself. Perhaps you got a lot of worries or problems you can't solve. Well, I, the Spring Elfin of boundless generosity, am more than willing to help you out. Really? You here to help little old me? Can you turn this food into something else once it's in my belly?
Hi.
Maybe something low calories so I don't end up getting fat. This wish is a piece of cake compared to that number lady. The source sticks her hand into the water pot and retrieves the soggy flyer. Golden droplets falls from the flyer, coalescing into a familiar shape. A cup of golden spring water. Drink this super slim spring water and everything you eat will turn into delicious low-calorie spring water. The source does her best to keep the pose and beauty befitting a grant-wishing elfin. All done. Now you can eat all the parfaits you want. Really? Bunny wolfs it down without a second thought. Thanks a bunch, darling. You're my little angel. She jumps for joy and hugs the source. The child is obviously enjoying the special moment. Heh. More and more bunny girls come to the source for super slim bunny spring water. Success! The source has won her admiration, praise, and support. It's a win-win. The bunny girls' wish to keep slim are fulfilled, and so is the source's wish to fulfill people's wishes. Everybody's happy. Well, except the washroom sink and at the bunny. Wait, except the washroom sink at the bunny. The girls' hands will all be clean after rummaging for their low-calorie crushing spring water in the source's pot. Sometimes it feels pretty good to be a spring Elton. Yes, I'll be the most successful wish-granting Elton of all times. She remembers the number lady who mocked her. She'll definitely come crawling back, looking all sorry and begging to apologize. Oh, Miss the Source, I'm so terribly sorry for my detestable behavior. Huh, now you understand the true power of the spring Elton. Please forgive my stupidity and ignorance. The Source, greatest of them all, let me be your friend, please. No, wait, I'll tell my friends about you and make them your loyal fans. Then you'll get even more friends. Huh, I suppose I'll think about it. The Source chuckles to herself in glee. Charles has stumbled upon this entire exchange, waiting patiently to speak to the Source.
Sorry.
Sorry, it seems I come at a bad time. I'm just here to make a wish, you see. I got a whole troupe to manage, and, well, some field back in the trunk inside. Jess, please help me. Charles can't quite believe her eyes. In all her years of show rehearsal, she'd never seen someone do a field sewing dance in the hallway. She's taken aback by the Source's fever.
Sorry.
I'll leave you be. Make your wish. I, the greatest wish-granting elfin, am listening. My wish is... What is Charles's wish? Part 4, Flood Season. Flood season may be approaching for this area. Please take the necessary precaution to ensure your safety. The room in the suitcase is set up almost exactly like the real thing. It accommodates every guest, capturing their curiosity and imagination. An Oko Pogo, with its odd-sounding cry, a gentle shower of coins, and lots of fun friends. I wonder what's interesting thing Miss Sutterby will find today. Sutterby smooths her skin, ensuring she looks like a proper lady. Oh, I almost forgot. I made plans with Miss Charles to perform a play about a hero outsmarting a dragon. I hope she assembles a suitable cast. Otherwise, I have to write to Father, asking Miss Hubier to come and serve as a stand-in. She mutters softly as she adjusts her bowl once more. The little lady excitedly pushes open the door, not noticing the surging sound of the water outside. As the door swings open, she is faced with a tidal wave, shimmering with gold. It's washing over the land and coming right towards her. What's going on? Is there really a Okobomos living here? Is it planning to turn this place into a lair or something? The wave reaches Sutterby, rushing past her legs and soaking the lower half of her skirts. Of course, this cannot do for a young lady. And she isn't the only victim. Hello, Mr. Frog. Oliver Fogg stands soaking wet in the corridor. He looks quite miserable. Suddenly glances at his pocket watch. Is it time you clocked out? How come you're still here? Well, I think I made a wrong wish. He lets out a sigh as he shakes the water off his coat. I wish for Miss LaSource to end work on time today. So she flooded the whole suitcase courtyard. Now everyone has to stop working. Before Sutterby can respond, distant shouts of surprise catches her attention. Whoa! Sutterby stands on her toes to get a better view as a flustered figure sprints towards them at a speed that could give a tea kettle a run for its money. Oh, Miss Charles, you ever so fast on your feet. Are you rehearsing for this afternoon's play? Sutterby watches all Sutterby watches on with admiration. Charles has never moved so quickly, not even when she actually let loose those 300 dwarf mice. Charles comes to a halt before them, panting heavily.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I think I made a blunder. Huh? I wish for Miss LaSource to find us an actor to play the dragon. She eagerly asked about the requirements for the role, from physique to preferred method of attack. Oh, that's great. No, Miss Sutterby. She lowered her head in shame, then continues. She creates a real dragon from her spring water. The dragon flies over them, leaving a misty haze behind. The three quickly ducks their heads. The flow of ill-conceived which seemed to have no end. Help me. Sutterby follows the sound, spotting a familiar figure sprawled on the grass. Oh, Miss Bunny, are you okay? You look starved. I understand your situation, Miss Bunny, but I must warn you, this grass isn't safe to eat. Hold on, I have a full belly potion here somewhere. You'll be fine in no time, I assure you. A potion? No thanks, I had enough liquid for a lifetime. Everything I eat turns into spring water. I ain't had a bite in 2 days. Bunny stares, dumbfounded, as Sutterby proceeds to pull potion after potion from her person. Oh, that's simply terrible. Oliver Fogg straightens his hat.
I'll get it sorted.
No need to worry, folks. At this rate the tide is rising, we'll all be underwater soon. Then, we'll have much bigger problems to deal with. He snaps shut his pocket watch, ready for what to come. Right now, the most important thing is to find the source. The group hurries through the wilderness. I think I spotted her. My goodness, there she is. How is he balancing up there? If a little spring water doesn't solve the problem, then how about a lot of spring water? Now I've fulfilled all their wishes, they're sure to admire and respect me. I have loads of friends. I never knew granting wishes could be so much fun. It's even better than pulling pranks. No wonder everyone loves wish granting elfins. From now on, I'll be known as the wish granting elfin of the source. She relaxes joyfully on this wave. The water droplet splashes her skirt. Over on what can only be called the shore comes the call of the others. Huh? What's that? Tea time? Alright. Alright. The source leans over the crest of the wave and spots two tiny figures in the distance.
Huh?
Are they trying to thank me? But I need to make sure I focus on helping new people. If I spend all my time acknowledging thanks, I won't be able to fulfill everyone's wishes. Farewell, my enthusiastic friends. She bows. Then she turns and confidently strides away. Whoa! Blind confidence can have its problem, especially when you're walking on moving water. Are you okay? The spring elfin raises her head. A familiar figure stands in front of her. Is it Bloom Party? It looks like Bloom Party. You got a great party going. Let's work together to make it even better. And you are? To be continued. Brainstorm in the suitcase. So this story looks like it's pretty short. It's like usually when I get to like part 3 or 4, it's the hour already like passed. So this one's like everything's probably less than an hour. Part 5. Brainstorm in the suitcase. Discussion on the emergency response plan for sudden disasters. People from all corners of the suitcase have gathered together in a serious discussion.
All right.
I believe you are all aware of our current predicament.
I regret to inform you.
Our lives in the suitcase have reached a critical moment. As long as the flood remains, none of us will be able to get on with our work. Oliver Fogg offers a well-timed clap. A pointless conclusion. Not to point the finger at anyone in particular, but with so many arcanists here, isn't there anyone who can use their arcane skill to stop the flood? X struts helplessly. If this incident were created by the arcane skill alone, then it's possible it could be dispelled. However, the problem caused by Mrs. the Source is an abundance of ordinary spring water. What we're experiencing is a flood in the physical sense.
Alright.
Very well. I suggest we probably come up with emergency aid legislations and a plan to work suspension. Oliver adjusts his hat, looking grimly at the at the rising tide. Of course, if there's anyone kind enough to help me set up the machinery, I may be able to engineer a multi-purpose drainage system, and we can avert this whole crisis before Miss Verton returns.
I don't work overtime.
Alright, I can take on work assignments during office hours, at least until this work suspension plan is in play.
Thank you.
Thank you for your diligence, Mr. Fogg. One after another, the members of the group joins in.
Sotheby has got an idea.
Miss Sotheby is ready to lend a hand, but how will we deal with the dragon? It's still roaring us around the wilderness. And poor Miss Bunny is so hungry that stars are bursting from her eyes.
Sorry.
You mean she's shitting stars, Miss Sotheby? Clearly, one plan cannot solve all of these issues. The friends look at each other at a loss. This is just like the Great Smog of London. Protesting against the factories won't stop the pollution. When one factory closes, another will just take its place. No, we need to understand the true cause. Otherwise, we will never solve the problem, so... Several pairs of eyes converge upon him. We need to draft a formal protest petition to present to Miss LeSource. The group exchanged uncertain looks.
Thank you.
Perhaps we should consider more friendly measures. But why has Miss LeSource so abruptly changed her demeanor? She's not exactly a havoc-wrecking critter, or is she? Could it be that she's the Ogo Pogo we've been looking for? It is worth considering what caused the sudden change. I don't think we need to worry about any Ogo Pogos, though. The issue goes back and forth among the Arcanists. The crowd grows larger. For a seasoned reporter, this is clearly a prime opportunity for self-promotion.
I get it.
Friends, it's good to see so many of you so concerned about these baffling mystical events. Please stay tuned for a special broadcast. The imaginary camera starts rolling, and the live start segment officially begins.
Welcome to Head Onion.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching a special episode of Head Onion. What's gotten into Spring Elfin? Why is the wilderness flooded? And what's going on with the dragon in the lake? Join me as we dwell into the Spring Elfin special.
That's awesome!
Wow, I've never seen a real live broadcast before. She looks around with excitement as she fixes her outfit. Our story starts on a sunny afternoon. Balloon Party and Baby Blue are taking a lakeside walk while we interview them about Wonderland's parties. At the time, Miss LePus was the only one privy to our conversation. Parties? Even though Miss LeSource hasn't disclosed her identity, her clay pot has already given her away. And now, a legend about the Fountain of Youth. Let's turn back the clock a few centuries, back to Brittany, back to the lush, legendary forest of Broadlicity. Legend has it that the great arcanist Merlin met the Lady of the Lake, Verena, in this very forest. Ooh, I heard about this. She raises her hand astutely, playing the part of a supportive audience member every show should have.
The truth is...
In fact, the Fountain of Bartenton in Brooklyn is neither a wishing fountain nor a fountain of youth. It's just an ordinary spring. What makes it different from the others is the presence of our very own Miss LeSource.
These are all falsity.
Many were drawn by the legend of instant wealth, only to leave disillusioned. And over time, her gurgling clay pot was left alone in the increasingly desolated forest. After many years, a painter caught sight of the fabled spring nymph, among the mists.
I'm sorry.
Sadly, even the most beautiful painting couldn't change a thing. Onion's tales continue to reach back into the past. Sutterby listens intently, her spirit gently lifting, leaving behind the waist-deep floodwater, bidding farewell to the dragon in the wilderness, and heading towards a fantastic, uninhibited realm. Sadly, her body is still firmly planted in the increasingly deepened water. What's even sadder is that no one else seems to have been affected by the story in any way. Allow me to sincerely propose my plan to you all once again. Why don't we put it to a vote?
It's time.
Is anyone willing to be a test subject for the X301 sponge type decontaminator? Hey, hold up folks. We're just about to get to the heart of the tale. The group shakes their head in resignation. Wow. Do people really have such a hard time accepting the truth of the world? So how much trouble is the source going to get in? Part 6. Coins, balloons, ribbons. You know, wishes can't always grant everything we desire. Onion show isn't quite over yet. Thankfully, the water level hasn't risen for quite some time. Hold on everyone, we're almost there. A small boat bears its passengers gently towards the heart of the lake. Mr. X, your X301 seems to be sinking by the seconds.
Don't worry. I can deal with it.
Don't worry, Miss Sotheby. This vessel is equipped with a special sponge capable of absorbing an unusual high volume of water. By the time we sunk to the bottom, this thing should have already absorbed at least 85% of the spring water. That'll be enough to ensure we don't drown.
I don't work overtime.
I hope this doesn't take too long. There's only an hour and 15 minutes left of the workday.
You know what to do, right?
Fingers crossed. As the boat continues to drift, the vast waves can no longer conceal a petite figure. Two other figures emerge. The two figures from the start of the onion's tale. I kept thinking about the party, thinking and thinking, but I kept thinking that my thinking was wrong, like something was missing. Now I know what it needs. We need water, a big water wave for the party, and you're the best water wave maker I ever seen, the very best. She takes the source's hand, earnestly passing her a balloon. Me? I'm the best? Would you like to help us throw a perfect party? I mean, we need more candy and streamers, and balloons of course. Oh, and more waves, big ones.
I think
We could
I
make that
have an
dragon
idea.
a little smaller, so he can wear a garland. You'd like me to join you? Miss the source! The SpongeBob has finally reached its destination. The lake water has already reduced significantly. A crowd gathers around the source. For her, this is quite an unusual honor. Huh? Are you here to make a wish? Actually, we come to... He presents his maturely drafted letter of protest. The source doesn't even glance at it. She just shakes her head sullenly. Sorry, I don't have time to help you now. I got accepted an invitation by Baby Blue and Balloon Party. We're going to have the most spectacular, grandest parties ever, with big water waves too. The group looks on in surprise. Of course, if you'd like to join. She starts to think again. Huh. It's not really asking for something for nothing, so I can agree to that. X chuckles.
Alright.
So you're saying that you'll have to pull all the spring water you use for wishes back into your pot in order to have your party? Exactly. You didn't think you'd get something for nothing forever, did you? She clings to the pot, eyeing X warily.
That's awesome!
Oh, I'd like to come, please.
Okay.
Certainly, Miss Sutterby. They dash off together. 4 bouncing balloons follow in their wake. Obviously, they have more important things to attend to. The rest stands there stunned. Well, I suppose that's that.
Alright.
Looks like I'll be able to clock out on time. But I have to say, we must really set up emergency plans and constantly for work stoppage in case something like this happens again. He opens his umbrella as he works to clear away the mist. Meanwhile, Onion starts recording again.
Interesting.
It seems you got yourself some exciting new materials, Miss Onion. Congratulations. He nods and makes his way. Absolutely. I'm planning to showcase another fantastic episode with an in-depth interview and analysis of the central figures. Well, the footage is ready, and it just needs some final touches. This will be one for the ages. She excitedly fiddles with the camera equipment beside her, oblivious to the fact that X is long gone. The old video player rewinds slowly. Click.
Welcome to Head Onion.
Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself, for you are about to witness the Getting to Know You episode of our Spring Elfin Fist Special. This segment materials was captured purely by accident. Nevertheless, I decided to use it to conclude our story.
The truth is...
But trust me, this wasn't just a spur of the moment decision. Oops. Shh, let's keep our voices down. Not far from the lakeside, Balloon Party, Baby Blue, and Onion sits on the ground. The camera, its red light flashing, tilts towards the grass, revealing a figure hidden within. The child clutching the pot is repeating the same gesture. I am the Spring Elfin, Lasource. Delighted to meet you. Trust me, I can fulfill your wishes. Lots and lots of wishes. If you're willing to be friends with me. The last of the mist is drawn into Oliver Fogg's umbrella, and he closes it up with the flourish. A renewed calm is brought to the suitcase. An elf's mood is more unpredictable than the policies of the London authorities. And wasn't I just as naive as any common voter when I made my wish to her? I suppose, in the end, we can only depend on ourselves and the friends we hold dear. He shakes his head in resignation. Ah, Mr. Fogg. I'm glad you're still here. I'm cooking up a new exclusive interview, and I'd love to have you take part.
I don't work overtime.
I'm off duties. And just like that, the flood is dealt with. John Titter has yet to grasp the trouble that her wish put everyone through. She simply puts on her earmuffs and retreats into a void of hexadecimal code. Perhaps it's best she stays this way, at least until the greatest part is ever conceived has been put on. And that's the end for La Source's Anecdote. So we're just choosing everyone that has an arrow, since that's... We only need at least one, but it only does it once. Points. So what's this? Alright.